In March 2019, the new third show court at Roland Garros, replacing the old Bullring Court One, was completed. The name that would adorn it, following those of Philippe Chatrier and Suzanne Lenglen on the other two courts, was that of Simonne Mathieu. Not only a highly decorated tennis player, but a decorated war hero too. Born Simonne Pasmard in 1908, the second N in her name the mistake of a registrar, she took up tennis at the age of 12, encouraged by her brother Pierre, a talented player himself. Within a few years she had started to make a name for herself. In 1925, aged 17, she won the French Junior Championships and reached the quarter-finals of the senior event on debut. When she turned up in Paris the following year, still only 18, she played under her married name for the first time and again reached the quarters, when she was outclassed 6-love, 6-love by the incomparable Lenglen. In 1929, with the retired Lenglen out of the picture, Mathieu, by now a mother of two, went all the way to the final, losing to Helen Wills. That was just the start. As Mathieu became one of the leading players of the 1930s, she had to endure losing 5 more French Championship finals before finally lifting the title in both 1938 and 1939. She also reached the Wimbledon semi-finals 6 times during the decade and was a US Championships quarter-finalist. Additionally, Mathieu was also one of the world's best doubles players, winning the women's doubles at the French Championships 6 times and at Wimbledon 3 times, and the French mixed doubles twice. In 1938, she swept the board in Paris, winning the singles and both doubles crowns. Fittingly, the French Open's women's double trophy is named after her, although her first name is spelt incorrectly with 1 N. Her 13 Grand Slam titles puts her second on the all-time list for female French players, behind Lenglen's 21. But there is much more to the Mathieu story than just facts and figures. The outbreak of war in Europe on the eve of the 1939 American Championships put Mathieu's storied tennis career on pause. She withdrew from the tournament and planned to return home, but instead got off the boat at its first stopover, Southampton, on England's south coast. In February 1940, she joined Britain's Auxiliary Territorial Service, or ATS, a group of non-combatant female volunteers, as a driver and translator. A few months later, France surrendered to the Nazis. General Charles de Gaulle fled to London and in a broadcast urged French people at home to resist and abroad to organise. Mathieu offered her services and she was tasked with setting up a corps of female volunteers similar to the ATS, who would serve in the Free French Forces in roles such as pilot and doctor. As the corps commander, Captain Mathieu led recruitment and training, and upon the liberation of Paris in August 1944, was alongside de Gaulle in the victory parade up the Champs-Élysées. 3 weeks later, Mathieu was once again on court at Roland Garros, as the umpire overseeing the first tennis match played in Free Again Paris. Proudly wearing her French Free Forces captain's uniform, she took charge of the match between 15-time Grand Slam winner Henri Cochet and future Wimbledon champion Yvonne Petra. She and France had come full circle. In 1946, Mathieu, now 38, made one last appearance at a slam, losing to fellow veteran Betty Nuttall in the first round at Wimbledon. After hanging up her racket, she headed up the French Tennis Federation's Women's Commission, and between 1949 and 1960 was once again a captain, this time of the French women's tennis team. Mathieu was last seen on court at Roland Garros in 1978 to mark the complex's 50th anniversary. She died in 1980, aged 71, and was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in 2006. Her name lives on, not just misspelled on the women's doubles trophy, but more accurately on the 5,000 capacity court that will forever be a reminder of a French sporting great and a national hero.